Let's get to the standout tie in the Champions League quarter-finals. No doubt about it. Bayern Munich will take on Paris Saint-Germain in a repeat of last season's final. But Mauricio Pochettino is absolutely adamant that the French side are not out for revenge. Let's go to Paris right now and speak to French football expert Jonathan Johnson, who's waiting for us right here on Sky Sports News. Jonathan, hi to you, my friend. PSG, second in Ligue, and they lost to Josie Font's Lille on Saturday. But can I put this to you? Is it virtually unthinkable, Jonathan, that PSG don't end up winning the title?
Yeah, obviously things are becoming complicated for PSG domestically at this moment in time. What I would say is that probably working in PSG's favour is the fact that they have arguably on paper the easier running of all of the title contenders. But at the same time, it's not just Lille that they have to worry about. It's Monaco as well. And Lyon, I think are in a particularly good position, especially as they have to come up against the likes of Lille before the end of the campaign. But obviously, for PSG to be at this stage of the season and to have lost 8 times already is something quite unexpected, but they seem to save their best form for these big European nights, especially this season. And, we'll see if they can conjure up something in Munich and then come back to Ligue 1 duty and get themselves back in the title race.
Jonathan, Mauricio was delighted to get the job. I remember at the time seeing how pleased he was. He said he shouldn't be judged until next season. Should we be concerned? Should he be concerned that he might not be given the time to get it right?
No, I do think that he will be given time to, to put his plans into place. Let's bear in mind as well that he wasn't able to make any changes to this squad in the January transfer window. So I do think that PSG will undergo something of a facelift this summer when he gets to finally change and tweak some of those positions. Perhaps bring in 1 or 2 players there that he would like to work with and sees as ideal for this Parisian project. But I do think, probably the big peril for PSG is the possibility of if they were to be able to overcome Bayern over 2 legs and potentially coming up against a club like Manchester City. We've seen in the past what a loss to somebody like City can do for a coach. So that would probably be a bigger threat than perhaps missing out on the Ligue 1 title.
I noticed Neymar was sent off in the dying embers of the game against Lille. Jonathan, I wonder how much of a distraction his disciplinary issues may have become for PSG and Pochettino. Is he a luxury they can no longer afford?
I don't think it's necessarily that. I think that he definitely becomes more frustrated when he's playing domestically than when he's with PSG on the continental stage. I think we will see a very focused Neymar against Bayern Munich later. His frustrations with the way that the referees in particular treat him in France, is nothing new. It's something that's been quite long-standing. Unfortunately, I think just the stress, the tension of the situation with the title race in France perhaps got to him and his teammates towards the end of that clash with Lille, because they did, create enough chances to perhaps at least get a point in that, which obviously, would have made a big difference in the way that the table is at this moment in time. So I don't think it's enough to put PSG off in pushing ahead with the contract extension with him.
I remember Mauricio said some time ago that Kylian Mbappes needs to improve, and he scored that stunning hat-trick against Barcelona in the last round. I mean, when he's on song, there's no living with him. Is he key tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. My understanding is that Neymar and Mbappe will both be in the PSG starting 11 from the off. The surprise is perhaps that Moise Kean won't be. He'll be dropping to the substitutes bench. Colin Dagba will be starting at right back instead of Thilo Kehrer, with Alessandro Florenzi out with COVID-19. So obviously you're looking at those star names, the likes of Mbappe, the likes of Neymar, how they can step up with the absence of Marco Verratti. Andrea Paredes suspended as well. So it's a big night for the likes of Mbappe, and obviously he lived up to the billing over the 2 legs against Barcelona. So can he do it again here against Bayern Munich and help PSG gain some measure of revenge for their defeat in last year's final?
And just on that topic, Jonathan, they are without a number of players, are they not, due to COVID? I mean, it makes the challenge for them tonight even tougher, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, the situation with the Italian national team and the explosion of positive COVID cases there has not been ideal. Verratti and Florenzi have both fallen foul of that. But it's not just limited to PSG. Serge Gnabry is also out for Bayern through COVID. So, this match has taken a hit in terms of a number of its star names. Robert Lewandowski out injured as well. He picked up a knock during the international break. So we'll see whether he comes back for the second leg or not. But obviously, this is a prestigious match, despite the fact that there are, some of the star names missing. But obviously, COVID-19 hasn't helped, especially as Florenzi hadn't tested positive before the Lille match over the weekend.
And of course, it's a repeat of last year's final, and that hurt PSG, didn't it? I mean, they'll be out to do it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that they will be motivated, remembering what happened last summer, especially as it was quite a tight game. And obviously it was decided by the one goal, and that one goal happened to come from somebody, who was a child of the club, had come through the youth academy and left. Kingsley Coman coming back to haunt PSG. So they'll be keen to pick up a positive result to bring it back for the second leg to Paris. And obviously a positive result doesn't necessarily have to be a win for PSG in Germany this evening.
Jonathan, terrific stuff. I'm loving that shirt collection. Great to see it. Thanks so much.
Thanks very much. Pleasure.